Cool. All right. I'm going to do the Unit 9 review. Okay, Unit 9 review. Here we go. So, oh, I don't think I can comment yet. Hold on. Okay. Label the following graphs as either unimodel, bimodal, multimodal, or uniform. All right. So, you're just looking at these histograms. So, uni is going to have one hump. Bi is going to have two humps. Multi is going to have multiple humps or multiple peaks. I like humps, but you can also call them peaks. So one peak, two peaks, multiple peaks, and then uniform, there's not an obvious peak. They're all around the same. Okay, so that's the difference. So go ahead and let's just look over these real quick. So A, how many peaks are there in A? There's just one, right? Remember, I think it's easy if you, or easier, it helps if you draw a line, just like following the bars. So, and then there's my peak. All right, so I only have the one peak. So that is uni. Okay, so that's A. B. What do you think about B? How many peaks are there? Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. So that's more than 2, so there are 3 peaks, so that's going to be multi. Once again, you can draw a line. There's 1, 2, I didn't go all the way down there, and I missed it. There's 3. So there are 3 peaks, so that is multi. All right, go ahead and pause me and try the next few by yourself. C, D, and E. Okay, so C, how many peaks are there in C? How many humps, if you will? Well, let's draw my line. There's 1, 2, 3, pretty much 3. All right, so once again, you have 3 peaks. 1, 2, 3. So that is multi again. D, how many peaks you have? I draw my line. There's 1. There's 2. All right, so you have 2 peaks. So that is bi. Bi means 2. Oh, there's one more. JK. And then the last one. So the last one, there's no obvious peak, no obvious hump, right? If I draw a line, oh, well, okay. Like, there's a little one. There's no obvious peak, right? So that is uniform. They're all about the same. There. Oh my goodness, uniform. Right, so that's number 1. Number 2, you are labeling the following graphs as right skewed data or left skewed data. Okay, so remember when you're talking about skewed data and you're looking at histograms, which we are, you're looking at which way does the tail go? Which way does the tail end of the data go? That's the way it's skewed, all right? So the tail. So on A, which way is our tail going? Is it going to the right or to the left? It's going to the right. It's like decreasing, and then it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller to the right. So this is right skewed. Okay. Go ahead and look at B. Is that skewed right or skewed left? left, right? If you look, we're getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Okay, so the tail goes to the left. Once again, if it helps, you could draw in a line. I don't know if it helps. So your tail end is getting shorter and shorter, 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 shorter. So it goes off that way. So you are skewed to the left. Okay, so it's all about the tails. Skewed left. Okay. Number 3, using the following data, we're going to find the mean, median, and mode, and then create a box and whisker. Oh, I can write. God, I was on a PDF. Okay. So your first step here, don't skip this step. You have to put your data in order from least to greatest. So let's do that. So my smallest data, let's see. I have 7. Do I have anything smaller than 7? No. So 7. And then I have a 9. Oh, I have another 7. So I have 7, 7, 9, 10, 10. What's my next biggest one? I think 12. Do I have an 11 in there? Okay, 12. And then my next biggest one, 19, no, 17. 17. And then there's an 18. 19, okay. 20, oh look, okay, I made this convenient. 20. And then, is there 21? There is 21. And then 22, I thought I saw, yes, 22. 23. Okay. 23, and then what? Oh, 25. It's the next, and then 32. Nope, nope, 30. 30, and then 32. All right, there we go. So how many, let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there should be 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nailed it. All right, so there we go. We put them in the right order, from least to greatest. Now we can find the mean, median, and the mode. I'm going to actually do the mode first. The mode is just whichever number appears the most. Which number appears the most frequently? Okay, let's see, I have 2 7s. I think I only have 1 of everything else. Yeah. So I have 2 7s and 1 of everything else, so your mode is 7. That's all the mode means. Let's find the mean. Oh, did not mean to do that. Find the mean. So to find the mean, here we go. You add them all together and divide by the number of terms. Okay, so add them all up and then divide by however many there are. Okay, so there were, I think I counted them, there were 15. So we're going to add all of these numbers up and we're going to divide by 15. I'm going to do it on my calculator. I think, yeah, I am. So we have, actually, let's see. So I have 14. 14 plus 9 is 23, plus 10 is 33, plus 12 is 45. Okay, no, it gets annoying. So 45 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19 plus 20 plus 21 plus 22 plus 23 plus 25 plus 30 plus 32. Okay, so I got 272 when I added all of these together. Don't add both rows, right? Just add one set of the data. So 7 plus 7 plus 9 plus 10 plus 12, etc., etc. We're adding these up. I got 272. Oops. 272. Divided by 15. And I get 18.1. All right. So for this one, you get 18. You get like 8.13. So that's fine. Your mean, which is your average, is 18.13. Okay. And then we'll do the median, which you will need for your box and whisker anyway. I'm double checking. 19, 21, 22, 23, 5, and 30, and 32. Perfect. Okay, cool. So then my median To find the median, you just start by crossing off the lowest and the highest, and you just keep doing that until you get to the one in the middle. So, oh, it's not going to let me write over it. Maybe it will. Oh, maybe it will. Aha, so nope, nope. And then you just keep going. Second lowest, second highest, second lowest, second highest. Oh, sorry, that was third. Fourth lowest, fourth highest, fifth lowest, fifth highest, sixth lowest, sixth highest, seventh lowest, seventh highest. Aha, and then we only have one left. So your median is 19. Okay. Where am I going to write that? I'll go right here. So your median is 19, which you need to know for box and whisker. So here's what you need to know for a box and whisker plot. Are you ready? You need to know the median. You need to know your minimum, so your lowest, your maximum, which is your highest, and then you need to know Q1, which is your lower quartile, and you need to know Q3, which is your upper. Okay. So we already found the median, it's 19. The minimum, so what's your lowest point? What's your lowest value of data? 7. Okay. What's your highest? 32. 7, 32. Your lowest, which is your minimum, and your highest. So 32. Okay, lower quartile. So now what you do is, let me see if I can erase these little, oh, it's going to delete everything, isn't it? Oh, it didn't. Nice. All right. So we're going to just ignore our median. So our median's 19, so we're just going to cross them out. We don't want to deal with them. Okay. So cross out your median. So now you're finding the median of these lower set of numbers. So cross out your median. Now you're finding the median of this lower set of numbers. All right, so same process. Cross off your lowest and your highest, and then your lowest, and then your highest, and then your lowest, oop, and then your highest. Okay, so the middle or your median of your lower set of data is 10. Okay, that's the one left, so 10. Okay, upper quartile. Now you do the exact same thing except you're using the upper numbers, the higher set of numbers, all right? All right, so once again, throw out your median, don't use your median. So then we're finding the median of this set of numbers right here. So lowest, highest, lowest, highest, lowest, highest. There you go. So you're left with 23. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the box and whisker on the board. So look at the video of me. Hello. I'll bring you closer. All right. Huh. So you're going to start out with just drawing yourself a nice straight line. No, every time. I just need to throw this marker away. Do you think I can make it? I probably can't. It's far away. Well, it's a marker, so maybe. I made it in the recycle bin, not the trash can, but they're really close together. So I'm going to count that. Anyways, let's try this one. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, no other way. My lowest was 7. All right, fine. So here, I'm going to put a mark at 7. That's my lowest. My highest was 32. I'm going to put a mark over here. That's 32. All right. And then my median was 19. That's on 12. Put that right here. 19. That's our median. Okay? Don't stop here. Some people stop here. You have to put in your lower quartile and your upper quartile. So my lower quartile was 10. So that's going to be like right here. That's 10. And then my upper quartile was 23. Okay. Then your lower quartile to your upper quartile, that's your box. So your lower quartile to your upper quartile, that's where you draw in your box. All right, and this is my median. So your median is not going to be in the center, well, sometimes. Your median line is not always going to be in the center of your box, and that's okay. All right, that's totally normal for a box and whisker. It's not always going to be in the middle of your box. It rarely will be, honestly. All right, and then your last step is just to draw in the whiskers. So draw in the whisker, draw in the whisker. All right, and there you have your box and whisker plot. Okay, scoot back that way. The next thing, match the correlation coefficient to the following scatter plots. Okay, so here are your 3 different correlation coefficients, and you have to match them to either A, B, or C. Okay. So what you should look for when you're looking at the scatter plots, is it going to be positive or negative? That will help you a lot. So A is positive, right? It has a positive slope. As one increases, so does the other one. And that's also very close to a straight line. So my only 2 positive correlation coefficients are 0.62 and 0.93. I'm thinking this one's going to be the 0.93 one because it's pretty close to a straight line. Remember, the closer they are to 1, the closer they are to a straight line. All right, but I'm not going to put anything yet. Let's look at B. So is B positive or negative? The slope of B, is it positive or negative? It's negative. As your age increases, your hours decrease. That's a weird thing to compare, but that's all right. So as one is increasing, the other one is decreasing. So this would have a negative slope. Okay, well, we only have the one negative correlation coefficient. And negative 0.81, that looks decent for that. All right, so negative 0.81. Okay. And then we have this one. Is C positive or is it negative? It's positive, right? As this increases, these are also increasing. So if I were to draw a line here, it would have a positive slope. Okay. Which makes sense. We have 2 positive correlation coefficients left. So which one is closer to a straight line, A or C? Which one is going to be that 0.93? Which one's closer? This one's closer to a straight line. So that is 0.93, which means C is the 0.62. Number 5. So a line of best fit was drawn for the scatter plot below. Determine the residuals associated with the following x values. This one I found because it's easier to see than the ones in the book. Oh my goodness. So our residuals, we're going to fill in this table. So in x equals 1, that point is on the line. So it's not anywhere away from the line. It is exactly on the line. So your residual is 0. For the second point, my line hits at y equals 2. Here, let me draw in my little line. Where is it? And my point, so the line crosses at 2. My point is at 3. So what would be the residual? What is the length of that? From 2 to 3. That's 1. So that is 1 away from the line. And it's above the line, so it's positive 1. Okay, let's look at 3. So in x equals 3, this point is at 2, but the line crosses at 3. Okay, so what is the length of this line? From 2 to 3. Okay, so it's 1, but it's below the line, so you have to do -1. Oops, oh geez, let's delete that, how bad. So that is -1. Number 4, or sorry, when x equals 4, my line crosses at 4, okay, and my point, 5's up here, so that's like 4.5. So I'm going to say my residual is 1/2. So you can put 1/2 or you can put 0.5, whatever makes you happier. 1/2 or 0.5. And then your last one, when x is 5, that is, the point is right on the line. The point is right on the line, so that means the residual is what? 0. Okay? Now that you fill out this table, you're going to, let me move that, move myself. Now you're just graphing it. Let's see. So when x is 1, my residual is 0. So that's going to go right here. Okay. Next one, when x is 2, my residual is 1. It was 1 away from the line. So when x is 2, it was 1 away. That got away from me. Okay. So go ahead and make sure you pause me and try and fill this out by yourself. All right. When x is 3, it was below the line, so it's -1. So -1, which is right there. Okay. Keep going. When x was 4, it is 1/2. So 0.5 away. So like right in the middle. Ooh, that's not going to be big enough. Make it, well, that's fine. And then the last one, 5, when x is 5, the point was right on the line, so that means it's 0 away. So 5 and 0. Okay, there we go. And that's it. That's all you have to do for B. And then C, based on the residual plot, state whether the equation is a good fit for the data, justify your answer. So what do you think? I would say that's pretty good. They have 2 that are exactly on the line. They have 2 above, 1 below. That's pretty good. So I would say yes. If you want to say no and justify it, you can do that. But this is a pretty good fit for the data. Okay, so type out some sort of answer like that. And that is it for the Unit 9 review. Woo!